Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I'm glad you're here. Today we're going to be looking at a knife that had not caught my attention initially, thanks to Brother Lord Needham. Go give him a follow on Instagram at lord.needham. Take out a look at some really cool knives. I want to thank all the channel members. Thank you all so much, and thank anybody who's coming here to check out the knife and EDC content. Just to let you know that I appreciate you taking the time. You're welcome here every time. And if you're so inclined, if you hit that subscribe button and that bell notification icon, you'll be notified when things go live on the channel, and it'll really help me out. So this is the Sharp by Design, Brian Nadeau design, Apex. Kind of a departure from Brian's other knives, the Mini Tempest and the Typhoon. It's kind of sets off by having this scale that has a blade hole in it. It's a front flipper, drop point, S90V, steel lock bar insert. Very good action. I had a Mini Tempest for a while. I ended up trading that knife. I don't like top flippers only, as you guys know. And that one had a little bit of an area where you could get your finger. But this one is really dialed in for a flipper knife. Now, one thing to be said, let me get some paper. Again, S90V. Whoop. I missed my cut. I'm missing my cuts, guys. I haven't done that in a while. Very slicey. I don't know where I was missing it. Was I getting up in that choil? Beautiful blade. They also make it in a Tonto and a couple of different colorways. You can even get it with a Damasteel blade. I've even seen some aftermarket companies that offer a scale replacement that fills this in with a solid. You can get leather skin, lizard skin, and all kinds of different textures to go in there. So the knife, as a knife, feels great. The action's fantastic. The drop's fantastic. The clip is very, very hot. Let me see how it goes in and out of pocket. I can tell you it goes in and out of pocket fine. But what you've got is you've got this big scoop clip here that's not reversible. And you really, because this knife is so angled, so smooth on the edges, that the clip, you feel it. If I give it a death squeeze, you can see the mark where the clip was. Now, for an EDC knife like this, am I going to be giving it a death squeeze? Probably not, but you never know, right? You want the knife to be comfortable in your hand, so just be aware that that clip is designed very weird. It's got a neat ramp, but I wish it layered off a little bit more so it didn't put so much pressure in your hand. Brian Nadeau's detent, Sharp by Design's detent, is in a league of its own. This knife feels absolutely fantastic on the deployment. Super smooth and controlled on the drop. Let's do a couple of quick size comparisons of this, guys. We'll move Brother Lord Needham off to the side for just a second. We'll bring him back. Let's look at it next to the Cold Steel 4-Max. It's going to be a good bit smaller than our Cold Steel 4-Max. Let's take a look at it next to our Civivi Baby Banta, and it's going to be much bigger than the Civivi Baby Banter. So let's see how that puts it next to our Benchmade Bug Out. A little bit longer than the Benchmade Bug Out, and a little bit shorter than the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. But just a beautiful, beautiful looking knife. I mean, I love the blade shape. I love the handle shape. I've even gotten used to the cutouts, even though I know these are replaceable. If I was going to get this knife, I would probably look for those scales. However, I don't know what the solution for that clip is. Because it really, let's get Lord back out here. You can really feel it in hand. You really, really can, but it's super sharp. Let's get a few more measurements and then we'll get our tape measure out. .1590. 0.54, and if you come out to the clip, 0.65. .0190 behind the edge. Let's take our Javon tape measure. We will see that it comes in at 8 inches with a 3.5 inch blade, 4.5 inch handle. The choil where I like to grab, you can say 4 inches if you like to go from right here to right here. If you want to look at that inside dimension, it's going to be right under 4 inches if you like to stay in here. But I do warn you that that clip, I mean, the only thing that really doesn't quite work for me on this knife is the way that clip fits in hand. Looks beautiful, goes in and out of pocket fantastically. Might get used to it, might develop a callus, but it's not desirable. After a lot of the knives that I felt this week, this one's not as comfortable, right? Let's take a look and see how much she tips the scales at. This is OEM by Riot. 3.75 ounces, just about right for a titanium knife with a 3.5 inch blade. I love the satin blade. I love the red and black tie. Pretty good sharpening choil. I mean, it thickens up back there. Very nice swedge up here at the front of this clip point, drop point. Just an elegant little knife. Again, with the only downside, depending on how you're going to use it as an EDC knife, that clip's probably not going to become much of a problem if you're just taking it out for cuts, if you're taking it out to save your Slurpee, if you're taking it out, you know, just to make a few cuts. But on the other side, if you're going to be breaking down cardboard or using it to whittle down some shavings to start a fire, it's going to get, you're going to feel it. So, great knife. Probably my favorite Sharp by Design knife that I've handled because it does have that nice middle flick area. The only downside for me is that pocket clip. Guys, I hope you found this enjoyable. I'll leave links to this guy. It's available at several different retailers. I think I'll leave you guys a link to DLT if you're interested. Again, guys, thank you for taking the time to watch the content. Please, if you're so inclined, look out for that guy or gal to your left. Please look out for that guy or gal to your right. Please look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart. go to Instagram and follow Lord Nadeau. Please, please, please choose debate, not hate. I love y'all. Peace.